culture. My research, that's the only thing I do in my life. Is study not only my mathematics, but black history. When you're dealing with the word Jesus, right? I find out the letter J did not exist in the alphabet. For a man to be called Jesus.
Jesus.
God, you know something called logic? And a place like Jerusalem, right? A man will be walking on top of the water. I'm talking small community. Wake up the physical dead man. Wake up the blind physical, right? Who the hell will not know that man? You think the blood sucker have to pay a man to identify that man? Who the hell will not know that Jesus? But definitely, when the Italian, the bloodsucker, the Greek, when they invade our land, Jerusalem, of course, we rebel against them. And many of us run away to the Dead Sea. Oh, when they invade us. And at that time, it's like history repeats itself. The same thing happened today, back then happened right now. We have a different group who oppose the system, but they're using different techniques, different ways to fight. Back Jerusalem, some of them cheat like Dr. King, some of them cheat like Malcolm X, Allah, whatever. But listen to me, God in earth. They show you Judah betrayed. They paid him. At that time, of course, they had people in Jerusalem who will betray black people.
They got the chess board right here.
Put their finger in the rebel who are caught in the Italian hands. When you break it down, God, even he exists, don't exist, Jesus even just us. Something very important, God and earth, I'm going to say. We are responsible for every nation or every black man, black woman who see themselves God in this planet earth. We don't have to talk to them directly, even when I take it. Sun travel 1,000 only feet per second, right? Light travel 186,000 miles per second. But the fastest force in the universe is what? It's the thought. Thought travel at the speed that only thought can detect. That's right, God. So, we affect people, the mind of people, even without directly speaking to them. We are responsible for every black person on this planet Earth to see themselves as God. And many people do not understand when we're speaking about we are the baby. We are the people. Why? Because most of us, we're not in tune with what they call age. We still got caught in blood sucker Bible talking about the end of the world. How come there be the end of energy? Energy has no beginning. are coming to the end. There never been nowhere the end of the world. It was always the end of the age. Like a Pisces age. Now we are in Aquarius age. That age to know that self. When you say today, right? Because me myself, that's the only thing I do. No, anybody who know me, we know that's the only thing I do. Speak about mathematics and my history. Anybody who know me right now, no, I don't speak nothing else. Nothing else. If you go in my neighborhood, and Springfield Garden, and my block, and the area, Locust Manor, anybody, they will tell you, I know this elder. He said, peace, and he said, black man, God, black woman, and my neighborhood. All my neighborhood. I don't speak about nothing else. When you say today to a person, the black man is gone, right? Does that have the same effect but 50 years ago? Many people today, right, you say the black man is gone, they say, oh, I know it. It's something that we have to be aware of. It's not the same thing. So don't feel depressed, discouraged, because it's the way it is. We have the potential to be the greatest nation ever existed. But the universal truth, we have to put that potential into activation. Same thing now we say what? We are the dominant melanin people. Some people will say what? I'm dominant melanin people. I'm more powerful than the recessive melanin. That's wrong. We have the potential to be more powerful. It's not just because we have dominant melanin to say, well, I'm more powerful. What we have. Be universal truth, we have the potential to be more powerful. Even we are dominant melanin, they are recessive melanin. They rule. This is their civilization. And something I'm going to say, God and earth, please, don't get emotional. Just do the knowledge, what I'm saying. I'm not, anything I'm saying, please, do the knowledge. There was no one man, please. I know that can cause guilt. There was no one man in the planet Earth, one man who called Jacob or Jacob. It's a consciousness. It's a state of mind. We all become Jacob.
You change your number? Well, when I just text you, it says...
We all become Jacob.
Just text your number, said it didn't go through.
As I said again, don't take nothing, please, and face value. Do research. Study.
That's your number? That's your number.
And we are not Muslim. We are God. See, religion don't find out the truth. Any religion, they don't find out the truth. What they do is to conceal whatever the slave master gives it to them, to conceal it, to keep it. I'll give you an example. I went to Kimi, which they call Egypt.
5859.
Before Alexander the Devil,
9 supposed to be a 9.
which people call him the Great, because he killed
bad.
all black people. When he killed all black people and took the land, his people call him the Great. He's not the Great for me if he killed my ancestor. Make it short, got it hurt.
Okay, now.
When I went over there,
Correct.
the Muslim over there calling us negative
All right.
That's my government.
when I went there.
I get you.
If we're walking with a black woman, the Muslim will ask us how much money you want for her. Anytime they see a black person, I'm telling you, my experience is not like I read on book. Anytime they see a black person, they see a slave.
Lost it.
The Muslim, when they invade our land, our continent, and Africa, they enslaved us. When they took up the chain, they give us Allah. I make it wrong. When they took up the chain, they give us Allah. That's why there is more Muslim than Arab now in Africa.
I got you.
When the white people from the West,
I
right?
got it.
That means they give us their God.
I got it.
When white people from the West enslaved us, when they took up the chain, they give us Jesus. I make
That's in
plain.
your text.
If the Chinese will enslave us, when they took up the chain, they will give us Buddha. Buddha. Make it plain.
Make it plain.
No compromise.
That's right.
The sun don't compromise.
That's right.
Make it plain. Now, get back to what I said. When I went to Kimi, the Muslim, right, we call it naked. The echo is fire. They see black people, they see what you call a slave. When I came back,
You can get all of my videos.
I was walking Knowledge Wisdom Power Street, right? And I saw the sister, the brother walking with the sister,
Yes.
right? They got the Muslim thing within. I was up high there like that, right? And I went to them. I said, you know what I'm saying? And I've been telling them my experience about the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? You Muslim, things like that. But I'm telling them, you know, relationship, my experience with him about the Muslim. You know what the sister said? The sister said, I don't want to hit with you. She said, because she's religious. She said, I don't want to hurt with you. I'm a Muslim. So the religious people, they're not about accepting religion. But my whole point is that we are not religious. We are not Muslim. Our job is to draw everything from knowledge, ball. thing. Because you got to understand God and earth. People don't have to be an admission to raise their consciousness, to be awareness. Many people, millions of black people know there was nobody called Jesus. Many black persons who were not there, there was nobody called Moses. There was nobody called Abraham. There was nobody called Jacob. All that kind of bullshit came from the slave master who gave it to us. So those people who are aware of it, they're in a higher consciousness. When we come to them right now, we will be speaking to them about Jesus, Moses, Abraham, all these kinds of things, God. They're going to repair. Because this kind of line, Semitic history, it passed. And many of us not aware of it. In the Bible, there's a God, Allah, slavery. I cannot wait for that God to cut his hair. I cannot wait for that God to cut his garden hair. Allow a man, a group of men to kidnap me and the family, to enchain me for 400 years, whipping me. I cannot wait for that Mr. God. Now, why that God get pissed off? Why get pissed off to John and people from killing because they had slaves? How come he said it's all right for slaves? Why God should get pissed off if there was a man called Moses who spoke to him? Why God should get pissed off? Because he said it's all right for slavery. Oh, he wasn't all right for slavery back then, but he was a slave back in slavery for 1 year. He was all right when they came here, killed all our brothers and sisters called the Indian, took the land. What happened to that piece of property? In our history, and Kemet Black history, there was nobody called Musa or Moses. All that came from the 10%, the bloodsucker. I repeat myself again. Any book who teach about the mystery God is to conceal the truth and live in God, who ain't the Son of Man. Any book. And myself, I suggest today, what we have to do is to do mental exercise, meditation, to raise our vibrations, our frequency. Because anything from the past have been to consciousness. We build the sun, the moon, and star, physical universe back then with our consciousness, awareness. So what happened to us right now, God and earth, we are vibrating in a low frequency.
That's what it is. Turn the frequency.
Low vibration. So we have to start doing meditation. Just like Allah said, one day we will start getting high. We all will become vegan, vegetarian, eat good food. So we can raise our frequency, our vibration today. And something else I want to say, God. Many things my brother, my big brother say, back then, that's white man. Back then, he was like a robot because he didn't want the system to destroy us, to kill us. Because he knew everybody who opposed the system got fucked up, especially my friend. Same thing Muhammad Ali saw, right? Everybody who faced George Foreman face to face got fucked up. What he had to do is what? Robert Doe. So my big brother back then, he was doing what? Robert Doe. So you cannot do Robert Doe all the time. We have to let go. We got to stop everything that we eat. When I be building to everybody in my block, in my area, things like that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I let them know about my age. I'm 82 years old. If I'm playing handball, I'm doing anything, dancing my shit, they got to ask me, how old are you, man? You got to look good. You got to be a role model. We have to, for the people in order for them to stop acknowledging our wisdom. If we got a fucking cripple, we all be fucking dying. Why should they be listening to us? As I repeat myself, God, we got to stop now doing mental exercise, doing our meditation by any means necessary to raise our vibration, to raise our frequency. For today, now I say, peace.
Hey, family. Mathematics, alphabet, it shows you where's the bone. Where's the born a king who sit upon his throne to show you the truth on his square. To be born, be born in his glorious day of the dawn and the earth. But mathematics don't lie. All we got to do is what? Multiply and build on to what life. Now let's show you a king. Have you not heard that your word shall be born regard to whom? What? That's the truth. There's no word is born upon his life. Now we give my life before my word shall be read. For there is no mystery God. We are the God. That's right. We are the true and living God. There is no unrighteousness in us. You know, so therefore we must what? Continue to speak the truth on our way and live it out. So mathematics is the living example. You know, we are the living example of God. But we are God. So wisdom born shows you that. We the king. We the one that sits upon that throne of what? Truth and righteousness. And have to find the word of judgment. We're the kind of something named El Rahim Allah. We to God. Hey. I'm not going to talk exactly what I talked about before. Talk some wisdom born stuff. You know, a lot of brothers leave here because they wisdom wasn't born. Brothers say, they already had wisdom born and now it's born wisdom. You
knowledge, for wisdom. They stop at knowledge now for some reason. But wisdom for knowledge now. But if they mathematics is wisdom, mathematics go from knowledge to 4. They know knowledge now. 1 to 9, they know 11. But to tell you the truth, he's talking about people who didn't get it. They went back to the mosque. They went back to Christianity. But if they understood their lessons, they could never go back into the grave. Like God said, the first book they gave us that portion of the book called the Bible. They gave us the false person as a God named Jesus. And I wrote a thing called Jesus is a Myth. A lot of y'all might have read it before on Little Sisters knowing how it is. How to be the 1 to 14, when it's talking about Jesus being buried in Jerusalem, never happened. You know why? It never wasn't Jesus. If you knew that it never wasn't Jesus, you couldn't go back to Christianity. And in the Holy Quran, they got Jesus there. They say he's not God, he's a prophet. They say he lived 120 years. The Christians say he lived 33 years. They both liars. But Jesus never existed. There's many books I can tell you to go to, but the quickest one I can tell you to go to is the True Authorship. The True Authorship of the New Testament. Yes, you know, in that book, it'll show you how the Bezos family created Christianity, the Roman aristocrats, and they made fictitious characters. One was Jesus, while another one was the angel Gabriel. Now, the angel Gabriel was a fictitious character that they made in Rome. How can he be in some cave teaching Muhammad? That's what he is. Pedophile idiots. There's a bunch of pedophiles. You know the church ain't nothing but pedophile. Muhammad married a girl with how old she was? 6 years old, had sex with her 9 years old. That's no facts. 9 years old. Google it. 9 years old. Had a daughter, a child at 9 years old. That ain't pedophilia. What is it? And you know about the so-called priest. They caught the Pope being a pedophile, and he did what? He resigned. He ain't sick. He's still living. But they caught him with some call boys, so you gotta stop this. He couldn't stop himself, and so they said you gotta step down. So he'll put another devil in his place. You know, that's who's running the world, the Vatican. You know, with they army, you know. The Jesuits, the master teachers, and they go all over, and the missionaries. You know, this is how they did colonialism with the missionaries. You all know they came first with the missionaries, and they came with the soldiers, the military, and they said to you, well, they're gonna go to hell, you know, because they bad. Meanwhile, you get raped, robbed, murdered, you know, all kind of atrocities that don't even speak on. Let's just tell you, when you learn about them, you want to run them from amongst you because you find out how filthy they are with all their affairs. Not a game. You know, it's a shame that Obama was the one that opened up the doors, the floodgates, you know, he allowed equal rights under homosexuality. You know, a man can never be a woman, and a woman can never be a man. You know, people on social media, they'll ban you for that. They're trying to stop the truth. You know, they don't call babies babies no more. You know what they call them? Babies. They trying to have all kind of pronouns to take us away from the truth, from multiplying. Everything they can. I've been told you about some diseases coming back when I had with you. When I was talking about vaccinations everywhere now, but the vaccination time was coming. I heard Bill Gates say the only way to slow down the world's population is through vaccination. And sure enough. And then they come out with a thing called Lucifer Ray. You know what Lucifer Ray is? It's a device where you can tell whether you got vaccinated or not. And its patent number is 060606. It's not a fucking joke. They're actually living this out. The playbook is the Bible. They live it out. They make it that which is not real. That's their script. Because they already got you going according to it anyway. You know? Subconsciously, a lot of people are still stuck in Jesus. That's the main program. And that's why I was talking about brothers going back. You can never go back into religion once you know there never was a Jesus. Matter of fact, there were no prophets. You know why there were no prophets? Huh? Because there ain't no mystery God. So how you have a prophet for something that never existed? How can there be a prophet for a mystery God? And he never existed. What kind of stuff is that? You can never go backwards into that. You might go into something else psychedelic, you know? But the devil has got his foothold in everything. And the service right